Be quiet and no one will realise that I'm late. Oh my God. Ladies and gents, I'm not being funny, but after 4 hours kip, there was me. I was just talking to Paul Thorpe because I saw his video. I said to Paul, I said, how weird, I've got a video that I've got to put up, but I'm an hour in. So put it up anyway. But yeah, we're off to see the wizard. So yeah, it's been one of those days. All I'll be doing is walk around with my hands up going, I'm sorry. It's a crazy day. It's a crazy day. But oh, wow. So my bad for being late, people. I apologise. So yeah. Well, what can I say with regards to the situation last night? I mean, blimey heck. Yeah. Wow. Don't know what to say about that. Anyone want to say anything about that? Oh, crazy old world. Crazy old world. Crazy old world. Did you watch it? We're up till bloomin'. Me and Electrodoc were on screen till nearly 5 o'clock, I think. Oh, but we had a few in the chat. It was good to have you all in there. It was good. Afternoon, Wiz. How you doing, Drew? Where did my message go? He said afternoon. I know, Phil. I don't know what YouTube's doing, but people are saying it on other channels as well. Hoodoo. I can't believe I was late. Hope YouTube isn't playing up again. Oh, mate. I've had a look at the settings and there's nothing in the settings that I can do. It's literally all cushy. So it is literally YouTube. It's out of my hands. So maybe I've got to hold my hands up and apologise for that and all, as well as everything else I'm apologising for. Still half asleep. Me too, mate. I woke up at 9:30. I was like, I've been asleep like 4 hours, if that. Can you not put YouTube on timeout? Yeah, I know. We should do, shouldn't we? I haven't slept more than a minute at a time. It's impossible. What else is there to do? That's not good. Paul Thorpe resign. Yes. That was weird because the video that I've uploaded, I even said to him, like, because he sent me a message and said, oh, you want to see the video that I've uploaded? I went, oh, mate, you want to see the video that I'm debating whether to upload or not because I'll, put a spin on things and that. And I watched his video, messaged him back. I was like, Paul, that's a big decision, mate. Maybe it's one that had to be taken. I've said in my video because I was an hour in after last night. And there's a few other things, but we can talk about that in a mo. Yeah, gutted, but can't blame him. No. There's still certain channels showing even more division. Yeah, I mean, we need unity. It's paramount. What for in the stream today to don't think so, not planned anyway. No, as for what for? Because you can't educate stupid, mate. Yeah. I mean, if anyone wants to come up and talk about the situation, then you can do. Just let me know and I'll send you the link in the chat. So you might actually want to physically yeah, I know. So sorry, mate. So sorry. I didn't realise the time. Electrodoc phones me. So you going live? I'm like, yeah, 1 o'clock as always. It's 1:15, mate. What? That's because I haven't slept. I was literally talking to Paul Thorpe. So good afternoon, Wiz and Eddie, and all in chat. I said everyone's feeling like me today, devastated with the outcome and humiliation. Just numb with the voting reaction of the Patriots. Yep, I've even put up like Advance UK humiliated because they were beaten. They were beaten in the votes by Sir Onkelot of the Monster Raven Looning Party. How humiliating. Nice Wiz post about taking down a controversial video he commented on. Good on him. A wonderful explanation as to why too. Yeah, it's just over time and that, and realised because I thought Talk TV was actually a good source. I thought Talk TV was all right. I got that wrong then, didn't I? That's the thing when I'm sitting here on my own. I should ask people and go, have you seen this? What do you think? Oh yeah. But yeah, hold my hands up, deleted it. Also, just want to expose like the way that people think and what they say because there's no smoke without fire. But obviously there is. There is. So what can I say? But yeah, I had to delete it because basically they're saying that this lad actually was invited to a inquiry with regards to the grooming gangs, but he didn't go. But that's down to him, innit? And I didn't know that. I didn't know that because I saw the video and I'm just like, oh my word. And I reacted and put it up. But normally I do my due diligence. I actually have a good old Google and see what's going on and all that. And on that case, I didn't. I don't even know why. So I removed it and yeah, just put a community, one of the posts up in the community thing, just saying, look, I was wrong. I've deleted it. And what I said is irrelevant because it's wrong. So yeah, I'm having a shave. I can lend my lawnmower, speed things up, yeah, or strimmer. All right, chainsaw, yeah, get a chainsaw. Why are you all surprised that Greens won? That's the thing, Carlos. I wasn't. I was saying it beforehand, and I actually put Greens win. I put it up 10 minutes before the results because I knew. I just knew. When they'd done the Urdu video, that was it. I was like, And don't forget, they won by over 4,000 votes. I've got the figures here. I'll put them up in 2 seconds. Afternoon, cherries. Carlos, that's the thing. I'm not, Phil's not surprised either. Been saying the Greens are dangerous for a while. Yep, exactly, Phil. I mean, blimey. Who's surprised? Yeah, no one. No one. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Not surprised. It's devastating as to the state of the country has and is continuing to become. Yep. And fools are still sowing division. Yeah, that's what's got to stop. And even what I'm doing with some of my videos, I'm talking about Rupert and that, is just as bad. So in my video that I've just released, that I'm like rethinking, and I'm saying like, I think it's the thumbnail says Restore Britain Unity, and it says like Advance UK humiliated across the top in that. Even that I'm saying like, oh, I'm doing videos with Rupert and that, and it's just not helping. It's not helping. So I don't want to sow divides. I just need to like shut up and stop. So I am. I'm going to do it more on a side that we need to look at Restore Britain possibly as a serious contender for reform. I'm still a member of Advance UK. In the video, I do say like, Restore Britain, will I join it? If and when it becomes an official political party registered with the Electoral Commission, then I may consider it. But I may just let my Advance UK membership lapse, so that just goes out, and then not. So, because I've never been with a political party in my life, and now because I was with Advance and it's going like it is, again, it feels like you're being duped. Like you're in a party that's going somewhere, but no one knows about it. You say Advance UK, they're like, who? Ben Habib, who? Do you not see it on social media? No. Restore Britain and Rupert Lowe, absolutely everywhere. It seems really, really weird. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, yeah, after 4 hours kit, blimey, yeah. Yeah, you WhatsApp me. It's like, Wiz, I know. Oops. Conform Nigel and Go didn't want the votes of our lot. That's very true, Carlos. So why are we all surprised the Greens won? No votes from our lot. Losing election fact. Yep. And look, there's my excuse. Making a brew, sorry, time escaped me. Yep, 5 minutes was away. Whee! But what was I going to say? Yeah, there's like a 47.8% turnout. So let's just say 47, 48%. So that's over 50% didn't vote. And I said in my video that I put up, who's that? Us. The British people, they didn't vote. But the Muslims are going out and they're voting because they know they can vote in whatever they like because we can't be bothered. And the unity isn't there. We're not all saying, right, let's all go and vote. No. It's like, you're going to go and vote? No, I can't be bothered. What will be, will be. Oh, how's that going to go? Oh, look, Greens win by over 4,000 votes. Well, my friends, you are screwed royally. Well said, man monkey. Well said. Look, here we go. Look at that. Hannah Spencer Green Party, 14,980 to reform, 10,578, 40.7% to 28.7%. So she won by 12%. I mean, that's no small feat, is it? Yeah, I know you've been Electrodoc. Yeah, his memory's questionable. Yeah, you're right. And so in the Netherlands, by the way, our new PM is the Femi left. Oh, God. Good luck. Electrodoc. Oh, I just got a message from Paul. Oh, Paul was going to come on, but he's getting. Actually, I put our stream. I think Paul Thorpe saying if he was going to come on or not, but yeah. Well, where'd I get to? There. Just keeping an eye because I've got Paul Thorpe, just seeing if what he's doing because he might be going live himself. I don't know what's going on, so we need to keep an eye. So it's all going on because I assume he's going to get loads of messages, isn't he? Paul is. So I mean, they're going to be like, "What on earth is going on?" So you know, it is what it is. But I don't think there's nothing at the moment. But I have to see. Oh, pressed on. Let's see where's have I got? Don't even when the last time I actually emailed Paul. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, he's going to go live. He's on his mobile. So Paul, let's have a look. I'll have a look on his channel. Let's keep an eye because he's saying that he's going to go live because people are going crazy or something. The people are like, Paul, what's going on? So let's remove that, and then I'll keep an eye on what he's doing. It might be going live on his mobile, so like because people obviously are saying whatever to him. So I'll keep an eye. If he goes live, then we can always bring it up on here. I need my headphones, won't I? So we can see what Paul Thorpe's saying as well. But yeah, I just said to her, we can stream it, so it's all good. Hey, now we start to intimidate the party leaders and Abdul will take their place. Yeah, because it's a bit strange because like one, you got the Jewish gay man who's a leader, so they're going to oust him at some point, and then they got a woman who's currently the leader, the winner. So how does that work? So they're going to be like, hang on, no, we don't hold women in the same regard as men, do we? So like, what's going to happen there? Is there going to be someone who's going to sort of be like, you know, well, do this, do that, do this, do that? I mean, is that an option? What the Greens are going to do? So I'm keeping an eye on Paul Thorpe, see as and when he goes live, we'll bring him up on screen. But let's I'll get it ready like so. That will help. That'll help. So what we saying in the chat, geese? We're lost, mate. Yes. I was watching you guys protesting last week about illegals. We almost have no village or town where there's no rest. You see, it's going. It's nearly every country's gonna not yet, you know. Or there'll be change through, but it's gonna be violent. Yeah, whiz. Yes, we're not screwed yet. We discovered America using big yachts on a diet of limes. Yep. Not a problem. Morning, Claire. Good morning or afternoon here. It's 1:30. 1:30. Yeah, I was late. Yes. Same here as week and everywhere else, mate. Yep. But I mean, it's like I can't. But like, Advanced UK were beaten by the Monster Raving Lunar Party. Afternoon, night, Nikki. I saw your post. Aim high, vote low. That seems to be getting a lot of traction. That one, isn't it? Aim high, vote low. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye. I'm keeping an eye on Paul Thorpe's channel. Good morning, United Kingdom. Yes, I know. That's from Good Morning Vietnam. Yes, it is. How you doing, Rob? How you good? Robert Johnson. Mad Monkey, my sword is underway. I'm prepared. Imagine a party winning a by-election that wants to legalise the GHB or whatever it is, wasn't it? I was like, really? It's crazy. I heard a lot of good things about this last night, although it wouldn't win. It's a warning. Oh no. It's on my road, bought sword. Once cave flopped. The Greens won as predicted by myself and a few others. The shite show has started. Ray, the voice of tells it as it is. Which call you Ray for short. But yeah, basically, I had a feeling. I just, like I said, I posted maybe 10 minutes before the results come in. So I was like, yeah, he's going to win. Greens are going to win. I crashed out and missed the end of the stream. Yeah. Oh, I was close to, but you know. Oh, good day, Drew. Drew, hello. Sharon, hi, Wizard. Hi, everyone. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day, even though Greens won. I think in advance have hit their peak on just under 40,000 members. I can only see them losing members now, unfortunately. If it carries on like it is, mate, I mean, that's what I'm saying, because people don't know who they are. And I think people are holding it against Ben Habib because of his surname and his, like, genes being half Pakistani. But when you look on social media, where is it? Where is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no oh, pressed the wrong button then. Nearly sent random letters. But Paul would have been like, what, MLZ, what? But like I say, like social media though, like where is Advanced UK? Where a social media presence? But it doesn't matter where you go, it's in your face. Rupert Lowe, restore. Do you know what I mean? So, Sharon, I'll talk former Advanced UK. Oh, you used to be Advanced UK, and then you obviously gone to Restore. Restore. Yeah, I'll put the link in a minute. Hi, honey. I feel. I'll call with you one. Yep, no worries. I'll put the link up in 2 secs. Exam subtitles very soon. I mean, Europe is next. Yeah, they were saying that there was family voting. There was 2 people going in the booths. So, got to word out more, get more people to vote, more votes. Yep. But I mean, you can see how bad it is for Advanced UK with regards to people knowing about them, but because they got beat by the Monster Raven Lunar Party. I mean, what more do you want to say? Blimey heck. Do you know what I mean? So Unclark only have 457 members. That's embarrassing. That's what I mean. Like, how bad is their online persona? Like, it's non-existent. I mean, all I'm seeing is Restore Britain and Rupert Lowe. Do you know what I mean? And basically, you know, we're thinking about the future of this country, so we have to unify. I mean, it's about unity, and if that means like we're going to have to vote Restore Britain, then so be it. So I will swallow my pride and admit I'm wrong, and we will have to look at Restore Britain. So, because someone said in my comments, I think it's Tom saying like on the thing, like, oh, what you said about all the Restore Britain lot, and I was like, well, no, I was saying it about Rupert Lowe because there's some set of things about him that sort of, you know, whatever. But he said, now you're jumping ship because of Paul, and I was like, well, I filmed it before Paul's, immediately uploaded it after, but I actually filmed mine before Paul's, and I'm not jumping ship. I'm still a member of Advanced UK, but when that goes for the year, it'll be done, and then the chance I'm not actually going to join a party. I'll still vote Restore, say, but I'm not actually going to join a party. I'll just stay out of it because I haven't never joined a party in my life, and I've done it now. I'm feeling a bit like, what was the point of that? Do you know what I mean? So I'm a bit annoyed. Geese. But you know, Advanced UK need to do something about their presence. And I think the way the UK and the people think, and the way it's going the direction of, because of his surname Ben Habib and his Pakistani heritage, I think it's going. The only way Advanced maybe could save themselves. Maybe he's got to step down and put someone else in. So I don't know. That was set up. I think probably not hate paying him to say that regarding that Talk TV interview. It wouldn't surprise me, mate. Apparently breaks itself. That sounds illegal to me. Yeah, it is. 2 people in a booth, and a lot of it they were saying, like, say a Muslim man would be in there with his wife, saying, right, do this, do that, vote. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Hello, Gaza.
you hear it?
Welcome back, everyone, from a pretty humid day today here in Spain. Good afternoon, everyone. Lovely to see you all. So, I guess most of you will have seen my video this morning.
Yes.
And I am here to answer a few questions, to answer a few critics. In fact, tonight, the plan is... if all goes to plan, the plan is to go live this evening and give people a chance to come onto the channel and slag me off, say whatever they want to say.
He's in Spain, so as far as I know, I don't think that's me. I'm hoping it's not me anyway. You can still see me, or is it me? My son's probably on his computer. Am I okay? Bum, 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 bum. Can you still hear me?
Say whatever they want to say.
Oh, there you go.
And I will answer their questions because I hide from nobody. The internet at the moment is rife with people criticising myself, Richard, Jeff Taylor, Jeff's Richard, basically anyone and everyone that isn't falling in line, doing as they're told, in agreeing with everything that a certain group of people are saying. So, yeah, I'm here this morning, or this afternoon now, isn't it, to just give you a brief follow-up to my video this morning, my reasons behind it. Yep, too many negative vibes. Yep, vibes. Vindicator on your case. Guess you know already. I don't really care, to be honest. I've given up with these people. These people have got very limited foresight. Let's put it that way. Very limited foresight. And look, this is what makes me laugh. And I'm going to be honest with you guys now. I've always tried to be honest with my audience, but I'm going to be super duper honest with you. I like to keep my audience happy. I try, and I've always tried to keep my audience happy. But I've got to be honest with you. As much as I love, and I really do mean that I love a lot of my audience, I've come to the realization, the conclusion that I've got to stop trying to please people. I've got to just be honest with myself.
I hear that, Paul. That's what I've got to do.
And I've just got to be honest with my audience. And if I lose subscribers, and this week I've lost about 500 subscribers, well, good riddance to those people.
Wow.
Good riddance to people who are so wrapped up in their own mind that they refuse to listen to anyone else's opinion, or refuse to listen and debate before going, I'm going to unsubscribe. Well, unsubscribe. See you later. Thank you very much for the nice comments coming in. I can see them as well.
I can see what you're saying. Oh. What's going on? What's going on? Is that me? Or is that because I'm double streaming? Very annoying. Oh, it's a bit behind.
People that are slagging me off now and that are unsubscribing.
This is crazy. I don't know why it's doing this. Is that me? Let me know in the chat if I'm going all funny as well. Because if I'm all right, then I'm all right. But if it's both of us, then it's my signal. It's ridiculous.
Fine. You carry on bleeding.
Oh my word. I'm going to start being all like this. I'll just have to not stream it. This is ridiculous.
Fine. You carry on bleeding.
Oh, mate. This is so annoying. Oh. I have to see, if we can, I'll have to see who's on the internet. What's going on with the internet? Look on spastic. That's ridiculous. I don't know what it's doing. Absolutely ridiculous. Just shouted down to the missus going, what's going on with the internet? It's like, oh, nothing. So I don't know what's going on. I'll try it again and see what happens. But I don't know why it's doing that. So
And these people refuse to get behind Ben. It's quite clear, in my opinion, because Ben is not of the right ethnic origin. I never said that Steve Laws has anything to do with Rupert. What I did say is that Rupert needs to be careful who he allows to join the party. In fact, I think anyone should be allowed to join any party, but the party that they join should be very careful about whose views they denounce and whose views they don't quite align with. Yeah, we need to come together. Claire, any messages that come through, if they're just unless they're abusive, please let them go through, darling. They're coming through thick and fast. Yeah, how the hell is Paul expected to talk to Rupert? He is ignoring everyone. Exactly. Rupert doesn't speak to people.
Yep, that's what I said, wasn't it?
Rupert doesn't engage with anyone apart from his own little clique that all have the same accents and come from the same background and are mostly quite young. Paul, I sent a super chat, mate. I didn't see it. Hold on a second. Let's have a look.
You got a super chat? What's going on?
They are coming through thick
I
and
need to whiz
fast.
through some of these comments. I'm going to mask
tonight is going to be the big one. Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. Hi, Paul. When are you going to do a live call-in? Tonight. Tonight's the big one. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to invite everyone that is disagreeing with what I'm saying. I'm going to invite everyone to come on, have their say. If you want to get it off your chest, slag me off. Be my guest tonight. I'll take it all on the chin. Because I want to get this out in the clear. I want to get this out in the open. I'm now being accused of being a lefty. Me, accused of being a lefty. Richard being accused of being a lefty.
Yes, Aaron. Monster Raven Party.
That's how far, all of a sudden, the pendulum has swung. Rupert did do the grooming gangs inquiry. I'd call that engagement, Paul. Well, it's engagement with, yes, that is engagement, but it's not engagement with the wider public, is it? Come on, you know what I mean by engagement. He refuses to talk to people like me, like Liam Tufts. I tell you what, it's a challenge. And I'm not having a go about Rupert here. People get so irate. We're talking, we're discussing. I'm telling you the truth, right?
Try to.
Find me an interview with Rupert where he's engaged with us lot.
Look at all those super chats he's getting. Just saying. Oh, here we go. I've got a feeling this actually might be my internet because my son's on his computer and it's a whopping great computer. But it's so annoying. Come on. Trying to watch out, like trying to get the latest. Oh. But anyway, yeah, you're right there, Mad Monkey. You have to let me know if you can still hear me and see me and whatever. I don't know what's going on.
You did call 100,000.
Maybe it's that again. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why it has to be so silly like that. It's just ridiculous. So-called internet. What am I paying for? It ain't blooming cheap. Do you know what I mean? Blooming internet. You're like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's just not enough. What? Let's try again, but I'll do it through. Are
you for real? Is that a serious question? Why am I talking about the hard right? Have you not seen some of the things that have been said in recent days? Have you not seen them? Sandrask, we love you, Paul. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Have you not seen Based and Bougie being abused, being told that she's a big fat black mama and that she needs to go home? Have you not seen this horrific bullshit
disgusting
on YouTube and on X? Have you not seen it?
It's disgusting.
Have you not seen people telling Baraka, you're on your way home, with the racial insults that follow?
Is
that sort of rhetoric going to win us a general election?
We can only all do our best from an old white witch. Julie Blackman, thank you for being here and watching and taking part in the chat.
People
Appreciate
really
it.
believe that sort of language is going to win us a general election. There you go. What's wrong with that? There you go. There's a typical example.
We the witch bitches.
Thank you.
That's it. The witch bitches.
Giving me the perfect example of exactly what I'm saying. What's wrong with that?
That's it.
How
the
many
witch
people
bitches.
have said that?
All women are witch bitches.
I've seen probably
join the club.
No more than 7 or 8 really bad abusive messages. What I have seen is plenty of support for those messages, like I just showed you in the chat a minute ago. Based and Bougie is a credit to the country. I'll tell you something about Based and Bougie and about Lubna as well. When I first met these women, I told them that they had joined a movement of real men, of real human beings, good people that would take care of them because they cared about our country, that we would look after them, that they could trust us. Sharon, thank you, Sharon. 100% behind you and Richard. You both couldn't do any more than you have been, hun.
There she is.
It's not about
Sharon's in yellow on the screen up there.
Our country and our children. Exactly.
See,
and that is why I've resigned from Advance UK today. To prove to my doubters, I don't care who wins. I don't care if it's Reform, if it's Restore, or if it's Advance, as long as the policies are right. Now, I go back to what I said to Based and Bougie and to Braka and to Shoaib and to
Yes,
Lubna
Aaron.
and to some of the girls in that beautiful, wonderful Christian choir that sang at the United Kingdom event. And I gave them my word that good people of the United Kingdom would not desert them because of their colour. They stood with us, we would stand with them. And I'm seeing an ever-increasing number of people that want to turn away from that and go down a route that is not going to win. And I'm not turning my back on those people. I'm not going to desert those people to
100%.
please an element of my audience that I wish didn't even watch me in the first place. And I'm disgusted with some of the YouTubers that have turned on people like myself for all of a sudden not being prepared to support some of the people and some of the reactions that are surrounding Rupert Lowe. Not that Rupert's guilty of himself, but he has to get a grip. What do you know about tactics, Paul? I think you're getting a bit above yourself. You're welcome to that opinion. You don't know what I do, who I know, and who I speak to.
Why do people say things like that to people? I don't get it.
And you don't know who consults me either.
You're probably right there, Mr. Waffle.
Thank you for some of the beautiful comments abroad. So I'm getting them all in. I'm loving
Julia,
it. I'm
that's
loving
funny.
it.
Julie,
But
sorry.
you are abroad. So fucking what? So what? What the fuck does it matter where I'm doing it from, where I am,
Exactly.
where I'm sitting, where I'm speaking from, where I campaign from, where I try and unite people from? What difference does that make to you?
Exactly.
To anyone? Every single one of these mugs out there that keeps slagging me off for being abroad, tell me in the chat right now. In fact, even better, come on my channel this evening and tell me what difference it makes to you, your lives, your families, or the future of the United Kingdom, whether I'm sitting here and doing it free or whether I'm sitting back at home in a cell in Gatwick. The one thing that I can do is guarantee you this, is that whatever I do from Spain, I'm doing more than most of the people slagging me off.
Not yet. I will do, though.
Richard slagged Dino Bain off for being abroad. Yeah, I don't agree with everything that Richard says. People are also under the impression, a lot of people out there with no brains are also under the impression that I'm somehow responsible for everything that Richard says. I'm not. Richard says his own stuff. I say my own stuff. It doesn't mean to say that we agree on everything.
Me too, Alan. Me
happy
too.
to jump on later and have a discussion. Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, Paul is
Richard's
live.
been downright abusive to Rupert.
That's why
Look,
I was messaged him. Said, I'll stream it on my channel too, mate.
I've just said it a minute ago. I had a word with Richard. I wasn't happy with the way that Richard spoke about some of this, but Richard is a very passionate man. He's a very passionate man.
Took me a while to get there.
So deeply about everything.
Happy days.
And sometimes he gets carried away with himself. I'm not going to criticize him for that. People have to be understanding. This is a very passionate issue, isn't it? My God, it's hot in here. Hold on a minute. Oh, I need a bit of fresh air.
Yeah, well, might have to watch that.
Paul, don't waste your energy on these idiots. Do you know what? You're right. I shouldn't waste my energy on these idiots, but no, you're right. I shouldn't waste my energy on them. All of us have ever done, and I've been on the inside. I've been with Richard. I've been with Jeff Taylor. I've been with Tommy. I've been with Katie Hopkins. I've been with Ben Habib. I've been with all these people, and I know for 100% certain that the absolute ultimate ambition of all of these people is to unite and win our country back and to stop the shit, to stop the 600 illegals coming over to the UK like that came over yesterday. And the reason that I decided to resign from the college.
2 seconds. I'm going to put the link up, but just for Electrodoc so he can come up ready.
Party. To be the
no
bigger
one else
man.
Yet.
And
no one else
to
yet.
dedicate my time and my honesty to you, my audience. I'm going to tell you the truth. And if it's not good for Ben Habib, tough. If it's not good for Tommy, tough. If it's not good for Rupert, tough.
Oh,
you're going to get the truth. And as I said in my video this morning, I will support.
He speaks from the heart. It's good.
I won't support some of the people's views around him. Now, here's the deal. How many of you diehard Rupert fanatics that think that Rupert is going to storm to victory at the next general election? One man. One man is going to storm to victory at the next general election. Who are MPs going to be?
Yes, Nicky. 100%.
Do you see Carl Benjamin being popular enough to win a seat in Parliament? Do you see that Beau character being popular enough to win a seat in Parliament? Do you see
we need to unite
someone like Dean O'Bain with some of the rhetoric that he's been coming out with, which is quite harsh? It's a bit near the knuckle, right? Do you see him being popular enough to come back to, say, Middlesbrough, where he's from, and win a seat in the House? Because with the rhetoric that some of these people have been using,
it was me.
They wouldn't stand a chance. Sharp bite, thank you, Paul. They are jealous of where you are, mate. F them. Maybe.
So snappy, Owen.
But some of them believe it.
So snappy. I know that is. Just saying.
I'd like to see Carl Benjamin in the House. I'd like to see Dean O'Bain in Parliament. But they got to screw their loaf. Nigel Farage, to his credit, does get this. And this is why he wants the votes from Middle England. This is how he's getting the votes from Middle England. But the proof of the pudding last night, the massive, and here's another point, right? I want you to listen to this. I know people out there are angry, but please just listen to this, right? I'm asking you. With the huge machine that Nigel Farage has behind him, the guy has been on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. The guy basically owns GB News and Talk TV, right? He's on there more times than the news presenters. You know, he's a darling of the mainstream media. With all of that behind Nigel Farage, he couldn't even beat the Greens last night. And you reckon Rupert's going to do it with the few lads he's got around him? Wake up and smell the bloody coffee. Legend Paul, you're the only one talking this way. Everyone else is behind Rupert. I don't give a shit who's behind Rupert. I'm behind Rupert. But he's got to use his loaf. He's doing a Nigel Farage, mate. What is wrong with you? Open your eyes. 100,000 members wins you F all. Nothing. So according to you, maybe I'm the only one that's got the brains to think it out, right? I know that sounds terribly arrogant, and I don't mean it that way, right? I promise you I don't. But listen, if Rupert Lowe can't even unite with the members of Advance UK, how is he going to unite the country? If Rupert Lowe refuses to sit at a table with Ben Habib, with Liam Tufts, with me, with Tommy, with anyone else apart from his little group around him, I'm waiting for the answers. How is he going to unite the country? Tell me. I keep seeing the name, Rupert Lowe, Rupert Lowe, Rupert Lowe. Tell me how he's going to win. You tell me how this 100,000 members is going to is going to translate into winning a general election. Charlie, Paul, I'll speak to you tonight, mate. Big love. Charlie, thank you, mate. You're a real good lad, you are. That young man, Charlie, speaks more sense than someone 2 or 3 times his age. You need to listen to young Charlie. John 101. John, I'm going to be really respectful to you, my friend, but you just don't get it. You're saying get together, BNP and NF hurt each other. Now you're doing it again. John, do you not realise the BNP and the NF together never won a seat in Parliament between them? I was around in the 1970s. I remember the National Front, mate, and I remember some of the things that were being said. And if those things were being said today, we would have a civil war on our streets that would just turn this country into something that you don't want to see. David, 150 votes. Why unite with advance? Lol. 40,000 members. Yeah, 150 votes. Yeah, well, you know what? It's 150 votes more than Rupert got last night, right? Because they didn't stand. Call Mike on AY Audit's live stream in Ramsgate. He said one of the illegals on the bus coming on was waving and kissing out the window to schoolgirls. Yeah, he told me that. A woman came up to AY and said, it's disgusting. Of course it is. You see that little comment back there? The Wizard's words. Good afternoon, mate. Sorry for going live whilst you were live. Don't forget to subscribe to the Wizard's channel. The debate, Dino, make it friendly. We can sort this out. I really don't think you have an actual argument.
How cool was that, though? Did he just mention the Wizard's words or what? Now, I'll mute the mic again because people tell me to shut up. They're listening to Paul, mate.
Okay, so let's say we're going to win the next general election. I'm going to get behind Rupert Lowe. I'm playing devil's advocate now. I will support Rupert Lowe. I'll put all my efforts, my support. I'll dedicate my channel to Rupert Lowe. Tell me how we're going to win. Tell me what it looks like. Tell me how Rupert Lowe, Carl Benjamin, Bo, the Lotus Eaters, Connor Tomlinson, tell me how these boys are going to form a government. Who's going to support them? Well, we will. We might offer them our vote. I would certainly offer Rupert my vote on the back of his policies. I think his policies and his views are absolutely world class. Paul, why abandon the college? Well, very good reason is because, let me just read this one out. Julie Blackman, yes, Paul, way too many. Yes, Paul, many too young to remember. Thank you, Julie. I've not deserted the college. I want to dedicate myself to the truth and an unbiased, non-political position. So, in other words, you can't accuse me of now being biased over towards Ben over Rupert. What I'm saying about Rupert is what I believe about Rupert. I think Rupert's a good guy, but I think he needs to clean his act up and fast.
That's where I need to reel my neck in, isn't it? About Rupert Lowe.
David Lund, target the
unity, not division. Come on, Wiz.
Yeah, the trouble is, if I put my aircon on, the bloody thing will go to Bluetooth and you won't be able to hear me. Yep, 52%. Couldn't be asked to vote.
Yep, that's it. That's what I said earlier, wasn't it, ladies and gents? That's a lot of people not voting.
What are you talking about? We love Rupert Lowe for who he is. Great, I'm glad you do. I'm sure your love will win him 400 seats in Parliament. Because your love wins votes, doesn't it? You need a lot more than love and a lot more than 100,000 members who are passionate to win a general election. Someone's saying focus on the goal. Exactly. That's what I'm doing now. I'm focusing on unification. Now, I know that might sound crazy this morning, but that's what I'm doing. I'm focusing on unification, trying to get people to talk again, and trying to get Rupert, as I said in my video, if you've missed my video this morning, please watch. What's your plan then? Vote. What's your plan then? Vote Uni Party. Do you know what? I'll tell you what I'm going to reveal today. And this is again why I've resigned from the Advanced College. I'm going to tell you the truth about something that none of you will ever have known before today. Just want to make sure that I didn't miss that last super chat. I hope not. Thank you for that, by the way. I'm going to tell you something today that nobody knows.
Look at my super chat. Woohoo!
But I'm going to tell you. When Advance was in the making, I was asked my opinion on how best to win. How best to win. And my view was to try and take over reform from within. My honest view, my honest opinion was to hold our noses, get behind reform, get them in power because they have the most realistic chance of winning, the most realistic chance of forming the next government, and then take over from within. Just like the Islamic community have done with the Greens. This is how people take over countries. This is how people take over governments. This is how people gain power. They wait for the people that are able to gain that power to gain it, and then they take it from them. Now, my opinion was we let Nigel Farage, we let reform, we get behind them, we let them win the election. Meanwhile, we get as many of our people within that party as possible. And there are still plenty of our people in reform, still plenty, but nowhere near enough because they've weeded them out. And far too many of us have revealed ourselves. They know that we're not genuine supporters. But if we had have allowed and infiltrated reform, if we'd have infiltrated reform, allowed them to win, and then bang, you take them over from within, you remove Nigel Farage, you replace him with Rupert Lowe, you replace him with Ben Habib, or whoever you need to replace him with, and you take over from within. What a flawed plan. Well, I'd like to hear your one. Let's have a listen. You might have a better plan, my friend. I don't know, but that was my initial thought. That was my initial view. Nigel Farage will almost certainly win the next general election. Dumb idea, you can't remove Nigel. Oh, yes, you can. You can remove Nigel because if the weight of opinion within his party says he's got to go, he's got to go. Anyone but Labour, Paul, yeah? No, I won't let the haters get to me. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed off of some of their ignorance, some of their abuse, and some of their quite vile comments. But I don't mind. I've got broad shoulders. Yeah, Paul the lefty. That was funny. So Nigel Farage will probably end up winning the next general election with reform. So if my plan is so flawed, do you not think it would have been nice? It would have been good to have people like Rupert, like Ben. I know he kicked Rupert out. I know he kicked Ben out. But people like that within the party, holding the party to account. Because at the moment, what we're going to have is a reform government full of ex-Tories. Agent He, thank you very much. Paul, thanks for everything you do. It's much appreciated, and we all look forward to your vids and lives. And all the haters, keep up the good work. Cheers, mate. Advance is the weakest link on the right. Yeah, you're right. It is, but we still have 40,000 members and a lot of followers, right? And you need as many followers as you can get. My other idea about how to win, right? How to win. And my preferred idea all along was to beg with Rupert Lowe, to beg with Ben Habib, to beg with Nigel Farage, to go to Tommy, to go to everyone on the right and say, please, please, please get together. Please get together. Please get together.
It's not me. I mute my mic. I get to talk now because Paul's frozen. But yeah, I'm just slowly ticking through all your chats. This is definitely not me. Look, I'm all right. I'm all right. Oh, happy days. Press pause and then try press play, like, so it's a bit behind. I think you mentioned that earlier, Nikki, like do it 30 seconds behind or something. So oh, look, someone's put that symbol up, buffering. Yeah, it's him. It's not me. Oi! It's not me. It's not me. Quickly, I'll go for some chat. But he's not though. He's just saying it the way it is, mate. Grace, how do you take over a limited company with just one or two shares and require that mean that a majority can't even vote for the leader?
Please unite for the cause.
I'm with Paul too. He talks sense. He's talking from the heart. I mean, you know, whether you agree or disagree, he's to himself, he's being honest, and to us, he's appearing to be honest. So. Oh God, yeah, I wrote that down, Waffle. Give it a rest, geese. All be nice in the chat. Come on. Chill out and send super chats and Ko-fis. Support the channel. Become a member. Yep. People are, you can see in the chat that they got those little grey circle symbols. So it's definitely Paul, not us. We're good. So that's the thing. People are getting their backs up about like voting and like for the Islam side of things. Like it's a bit weird with Layla Cunningham. Like vote out Sadiq Khan. Who'd you get with reform? Guess.
Please unite for the cause.
Oh. That's crazy.
Right, guys, can you see me?
That was a bit delayed, isn't it?
I'm back. I tell you what happened. The phone overheated in the car window. Yeah, I'm back. Hold on a minute. I've just got to get myself sorted out because the phone overheated in the car window and it shut down. Bear with me a minute. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. 1 second. Stay there, guys.
That's funny. The phone was in the sun. It's too hot and it turned itself off. The phone's like, nope.
Right, let me get my act together. There you go. I'm going to have to get out so
Tom,
that the...
probably needs your services.
The phone actually cools down a bit because the heat crashed it.
That's crazy. It's that hot, the phone crashed.
Bear with me. Yeah, I had an emergency shutdown. Hopefully we will now be okay. Let's have a sit down over here. Can I see you? Let's have a look. Ian, thank you. Phone for the phone, a cold one. Thank you. Yeah, I can park there. I need to get out the sun a little bit so that I can see the screen a bit better. Oh, what a nightmare. This live, okay. There you go, that's better.
Yes, Nelly. And May the 16th.
I forgot where I got to be fair. So the cry from all of us, Scotty of John, thank you. The by-election should now stand as the biggest warning to the right that division is destroying our country and unity is the only way forward. Fantastic message. My message all along. Oh, I remember where I got to. The begging to people like Ben, to people like Rupert, to all the different factions to get together, to unite for the good of the country.
That's it, blank faces, isn't it? It's not a condition of friendship, is it? Vote, don't vote, vote for whoever you like. It's a free country, apparently, still, maybe. But yeah, that's true.
Paul, spread the word. I'm sticking with Ben.
Oh my God, I was just about to say that and I saw it there. Look.
About Israel.
Whens?
Do you know how bored I am of that one? Do you know how boring you sound? Telling me and the audience that Tommy and Richard are more interested in Israel than the United Kingdom. Do you know how silly that is?
Israel.
You even begin to understand how wrong you are. Or do you get some kind of kick out of being that wrong? Here's the truth, you see. This is the real, the genuine hard right, the genuine, I don't want to use the term, but they're more worried about the Jews than they are the radical Islamists. That's the one thing that these people have in common. They don't like the Jews. They've got more in common with Hamas because they don't like, what do they call them? The small hats. Yeah. When was the last time we had a terrorist attack from the Jewish community in the United Kingdom? But they're more worried about the Jews than they are anyone else. And that's the truth. Richard called Cole Benjamin an ethno-nat. He's a quarter black. Look, you better speak to Richard about that one, not me. But some of the rhetoric coming out of these people has not been electable. That's the point. That is the point. What part of that are you guys that support everything else? Or what? Sorry, that's the wrong expression. Sorry, I'm crossing the road. What part of bad rhetoric do you not understand is unelectable? Do you not understand what unelectable means? I'm not being rude. I'm just pointing out facts.
That's four flags. Crazy. Zero potholes embedded on.
Hi, Lubna. Thank you very much. It's not the 1970s anymore, Paul. Times change. They do change, indeed.
Common sense again.
Sivnats bore me, Swift governor. Well, Sivnats, if Sivnats bore you, and I don't know what I would describe myself as, I don't describe myself as anything other than realistic. If Sivnats bore you, then why don't you start up your own ethno-nat party and see how many seats you win? You're not even in England. Dave, you missed my comment earlier on, mate. Who gives a fuck where I am? Apart from you.
Yeah, well said. Yep, tough times, mate. Don't smoke, it's bad for your health. Uno cabasa, por favor. Go Slim.
Paul, I think you've lost Fulham. So many labels. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what I've seen over the last couple of weeks is some of the worst comments that I've ever seen in 2 years of doing YouTube. Some of the worst comments. Tim Jacks, my good friend Tim. Good afternoon, Tim. Get a vape and kick those horrible things. Cheers, Tim. The problem is with YouTube is that people often don't listen, or they'll only hear what they want to hear. Now, I said on Lubna's channel last night, Shelley Mill, we need to learn to stick together, get the right party in, and
Shill Miller, she was on here last
find
night.
out the differences after. Paul, I love you, mate. Thank you very much. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Get the right party in and, you know, keep all the minor differences to one side. What I was going to say was a lot of people that watch YouTube and watch my videos either don't listen or they only hear what they want to hear. People are saying that I'm anti-Rupert. No, I'm not. People are saying that...
That's it, Yams, isn't it? They got the problem, not you. I wear
I'm
my
against
Christian necklace
ethno-nationalism.
proudly.
Well, I said last night that I myself am a passive ethno-nationalist in the respect that I believe the United Kingdom is a country made up genetically of white people, and I'd like it to stay that way. However, that doesn't mean to say that I want to deport anyone, and not anyone and everyone, but it doesn't mean to say that I want to start getting rid of people that there's no reason to want to get rid of them. Paul, what do you think about Ben? I think Ben's a very honourable man.
I have no idea, Robert.
A nativist. I don't know. Well, start your own nativist party up. See how many seats you win. Yeah, I don't mind the hate. In fact, I'm going to embrace it more. People call me a grifter. So what I'm going to do, these same people that hate on me call me a grifter, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grift. I'm going to do exactly what they accuse me of doing. So, you know, I'm just going to feed off of their, I'm actually not, but you get my point, right? I'm going to feed off of their negativity and show them that I'm so bitter, Paul. See, look, there you go. You're so bitter, Paul. Tell me what I'm bitter about. You're looking at the least bitter person in the world. Bitter. Sorry, Paul, what are you waffling on about? Talk to someone. I'm not hating. I disagree. Well, come on the channel tonight. I'm hoping to go live about between 8 and 9, thereabouts. So I'll let you know later. What I want to do tonight is invite all those people that want to have a go at me, all those people that think I'm a lefty, all those people that think I'm an idiot.
Nuts.
Come on tonight, and we will have an adult debate, an adult discussion, and you can tell me where I've got it wrong. And you know what? If I learn something, I'm big enough to go, do you know what? You're right. Yeah, lefty Paul. Talk to Dino. I don't go on YouTube streams anymore. Listen, Dino's never reached out to me.
Have a good day,
no
mate.
intentions of
Thank you very
reaching out
much.
to Dino particularly. I've got nothing against him. He's a patriot, and you know that
Stay
makes
safe.
him one of our own in many respects. But some of the rhetoric that he's been coming out with is close to the mark, and I don't think that rhetoric is electable. How did Ben take my decision to resign? Well, obviously he was disappointed. I class Ben as a friend, and I think a lot of him. But he understands. Ben knew of my decision a couple of days ago. I wanted to make that announcement a few days back. Ben asked me to wait until the election yesterday was over, and I agreed to do that. Yeah, to any of the haters in the chat now, you know, giving me grief, please keep the grief coming, because you are paying my wages.
Let me know when you've seen enough of Paul, and I'll get Electrodoc up and we shall talk.
Paul, give the East Belfast First Division out a shout out. We are the Patriots. Paul, you're no grifter. Your heart is in the right place. Will you join Restore? I will join Restore when Rupert makes his position clear with his own hardliners that will make him unelectable. Yeah, guys, look, if you love me or hate me, at least we've had fun this afternoon, right?
Marmite. Love it or hate it.
Yeah, Lulu, thank you. Paul, why did you, let me just try and read that. Why did you resign? Hold on. Yeah, we don't want you in Restore, yeah. What am I? Am I not white enough? I've got a bit too much of a tan.
Don't want him. Who says that? I don't want him. What?
Or am I a traitor? I'm a traitor. Yeah. You see, there's the problem. Would I join Restore? And then I'm told by a member of Restore that I'm not wanted. I don't think, and this is part of the problem, just like reform, I don't think that Rupert Lowe would have me, right? And I don't personally, I don't care, right? If I was to join Restore, I'd join as a member only. I wouldn't want to get involved in any internal politics again. I'm done with that. David Lund, get a Yorkshire Pride for a pint. Thank you very much. Get a couple of pints out here for that. The trolls are hilarious. Yeah, they're doing a wonderful job this afternoon, aren't they? Keep them coming, boys.
Classic.
It's very hard. Robert, Paul, I'm a British Jew, your age. Support you, Richard and Tommy. Getting despondent at the hate I'm seeing from people I thought were not haters of Jews. Now I'm planning to leave the UK. Look, Robert, this is the problem, right? And I learned this very early on, and I don't like using terms like far right, because I think that the moment you use a term like far right, you kind of lose credibility. It's like using the term racist, isn't it? It's all become meaningless. But what I've always known, actually, I'll tell you a little story. This is a good story. Years ago, and I've always been on the right side of politics, always. Ever since I was about 13 or 14, I became politically engaged, and I've always been on the right side of politics. Some would say, and I've been called in the past, the far right of politics. I will tell you exactly what I think to your face. I've always been on the right of politics, and some people have said that I'm on the far right of politics, okay? So a few years back, I was visiting a friend of mine in Fulham. And I went to see him, and he was sitting at the table with a couple of guys, a couple of, what would you call them? Really tough looking, sort of crazy looking guys, right? And one of them, neck, right? One of them had an SS tattoo on his neck. And on the other side, he had a white power symbol, right? That's far right. That's the real far right. Now,
That's too far
that ain't
right.
a bit of me, and it shouldn't be a bit of you, right? And if it is, then we're not on the same side. My grandfather fought in the war against that stuff. But just because you're against that stuff doesn't mean to say you still can't be a right-wing patriot, does it? And here's the thing. The guy a minute ago, the Jewish gentleman, these are some of the people that are now entered our space, entered the arena, and that are causing a lot of this problem. The truth, why is black power okay? No, it's not. Of course, what a stupid question. Of course it's not okay. Dino Bain is better than all of you lot. Well, look, go and watch Dino. What are you watching me for? Yeah, Maz, I hate all these labels. I just want what's best for my family. Don't we all? Well, some of us, some of you don't. Paul, behave. There won't be an SS tattoo amongst the 1.5 watchers. No, there probably won't. I didn't say there was. Where did I say that? What I'm saying is that among some of those causing the trouble are people that have very extreme, genuinely extreme views. Paul, tell us this. Who gets deported? Great question. What a great question. I'm going to enjoy answering that one. Who gets deported? Right. Well, first of all, we start by stopping the boats. Right. That's the first job. And that could be done in one day. You just say, no, simple as that, job done. Right. Stop the boats. You empty all the hotels, all the residences where these people are residing, and you ship them back. And you do it as peacefully and as quietly as you can without trying to cause a riot. Then you then move to all the foreign-born criminals that are in jail. Don't know how many that is. I think it's about 40,000. Maybe more. You deport all foreign-born criminals, regardless of colour. Couldn't give a shit what colour they are. If they're a criminal and they're foreign-born, out you go. And then you introduce new laws, just like there are here in Spain, where I am right now. I'm on a visa. If I break the terms of my visa, I'll be deported. If I start committing crimes, they'll kick me out. So the new laws would say that any foreign-born resident living in the UK that commits a crime above, I don't know, a speeding fine or, any crime of a serious nature, and that would include shoplifting, bike theft, etc., out you go. And you would soon get rid of hundreds of thousands of people. Now, hundreds of thousands is probably not enough. We probably need to get rid of 2 or 3 million, if not more.
That's a lot.
You ban the burqa, you ban halal meat, people will start to self-deport. Paul, can you define what Britain is? What, to me personally or factually? To me personally, Britain is the unity of 3 countries, England, Scotland and Wales, and the United Kingdom includes Northern Ireland. I have worked you out, Paul, you are a Euro nat.
Euro net.
Our patchwork, isn't that what Rupert's policies state? This is the message. This is the point. I'm on Rupert's side, right? I like what he says. I like what Ben says. But if they don't get together, how the fuck are they ever going to win anything? Exactly. Everyone needs to get together. Tommy, Ben, Nick Tenconi, everyone on the right needs to get together. Thank you, Selwyn. Yeah, ban false marriages, all those things, ban cousin marriages, all of those things that make the life of those people intolerable to the point where they will self-deport without the rights that go with it.
Yeah. Well, have you seen enough of Paul yet, folks? We'll get Electrodoc up, if that's the case.
Well, I try. I don't often. There we go. We've got another one. Vote English Nationalist Party. Nice one, John. I'm sure they got a good chance of winning the next general election. Nothing against the English National Party. Nothing against the gentleman that runs it or the supporters that support it. All good people, I'm sure. But you might as well want Macclesfield Town to win the Champions League next year, mightn't you? United we stand, divided we fall. So when someone asks me the question, what does deportation look like for me? It looks like, or it would look like, I want to sit around a desk with a load of people that were experts in their field, and I want to try and get those deportations carried out without the hatred and without the violence that would potentially that will potentially bring to our country. Because like I said the other night, it's not old boys like me and a lot of you watching this that's going to be out there fighting this battle, is it? It's our kids, it's our young men.
Yes, Drew, it is.
This is what a lot of the people criticising me now seem to miss. I want almost everything that you want, but I want it without the bloodshed. Paul, do you think there are agitators out there disrupting? Yeah, possibly.
Oh, happy
Juliet
days.
says Restore has caused so much hate, it's hard to watch. Do you know what? I would say this, is that Rupert just needs to get his act together. He's got a great social media team. What he needs to do is he needs to set the record straight. Mark, thank you, Mark. With demonic winning was tough for reform. I do agree with Ben and Rupert with regards to getting fresh blood into politics and not just more MPs yet, move MPs around parties. Absolutely. You know, I've come to the sad decision, or the sad realization, that there ain't no way that I or anyone else can unite you guys in the chat. You're all going to have your own opinions. You're all going to have different views. And you're all going to have different approaches to achieving what you want to achieve. The only thing that I'm trying to convince everyone of is this, is that we'll only achieve it together. Imagine how, if you was a member of the Green Party, if Zach Polanski was watching this right now, he'd be sitting back with his popcorn, laughing his socks off at all of us. Sharon Ray, thank you, Sharon. These haters got me so wound up now in my kitchen, fridge, cooker and microwave are sparkling. How dare they?
She was here 2 seconds ago.
You made the hate calling us now trying to suck up.
Right.
Dave, go away, mate. What are you on about?
Well, let's let Paul carry on and we'll do our talk, I think. Any questions, get them in the chat. I'll get Electric Doc up in 2 seconds.
Unite or fall, yeah.
We shall talk.
Unite the Kingdom at the moment, just not going to happen. Exactly.
That's the problem.
And if you don't mind me saying, I'll finish with this for now, right? And don't forget tonight, anyone that wants to disagree with what I'm saying, you are more than welcome to come onto my live stream later on. I have every intention of doing that to give you guys the chance to come on. Be respectful to me, and I'll be respectful to you. Don't be shy. That this live proves the UK is finished, Paul. I was just going to say, that is the ideal message. Thank you for that. That is the ideal message, because that is exactly the message that I was going to wrap up with. This live stream and the comments in it today proves that we're fucked. There's your proof, right in front of you.
Yep.
Right in front of your very eyes is an hour and a half live stream that proves that we're fucked. And the Green Party's victory last night proves that they've got their act together. So we either match them or we lose. We either get together, we either stick together, and we get this right, or we're done for.
Yep.
There we go. Look, Darth Raven, you and Inman started the name calling, not us, clown. Darth, are you another one of these people that can't separate me from Richard? Are you another one of these people that listen to Richard and think that the words that come out of Richard's mouth are the same words that come out of mine? I've not been calling anyone any names. You have just made that up. It's in your mind. Let it go, Darth Revan, because I have not been calling people names. You should apologise for that. I think you owe me an apology for that. No, I am calm. I am calm. I'm always calm. Look, I might not always look at it. Someone was criticising the expressions on my face the other day. Unfortunately, when you get to my age, your eyes do start to close, right? Your skin does start to go a bit leathery. You can't necessarily put on that youthful 25-year-old look anymore. But I'm not uptight or angry. I'm just telling you as I feel it is. So you're all welcome on later on. Rabbit is back again. You're a defeatist. You're calling people and you think this is bringing people to... You're calling people and you think this is bringing people... Doesn't even make any sense, mate. I'm sorry. All I'm doing is I'm calling for unity. I'm the one calling for unity. And there's a lot of people in the comments today, and thank you for coming on and boosting the video, boosting my audience, and thank you for all the trolling comments. It's great for my channel. If you're going to call me a grifter, I might as well accept all your comments and thank you for them. Maggie, that is your You're entitled to that opinion. But like I said, it's no good blaming me for it. I am responsible for what comes out of here, not what comes out of someone else's mouth.
I thought Paul was going to end then. He said, didn't he?
Techno troll. This troll supports Restore, and I'm not trolling. That is for the Battlefield and gaming. UK is not finished. Get your head out of your arses and stop arguing. Yeah, get your head out of your arses and stop arguing. 52% of people last night in Gorton and Denton didn't get
vote.
Their head out of their arses.
Nope. That's the problem. Don't vote. There you go. So
Rupert is the leader, not Ben. Yeah. Well, at the moment, he's the leader of a one-man band, isn't he? So we'll see. The Rupert has kind of brought this on himself in many respects, right? Rupert has set himself up as our new leader, our saviour. Thank you, Charlie. You're a true patriot, Paul. Love you, brother. Thank you, mate. Rupert has now kind of brought this on himself. He's the one that's now setting the standard, and all Rupert's supporters out there. So all those people that have been snagging off Ben, snagging off Advance, taking the piss, telling us we're all a bunch of mugs. Cheers, Tim, towards the Botox. I need a bit more than that, Tim. You better put about 400 or 500 quid in there, brother. Hold on, just get in the car. All those people that have been telling us we're all a bunch of wallies, you better get out there and start campaigning and leafleting. Now is the time. You've got to step up to the plate.
All mouth, no action.
I don't think. Do you think Ben Habib will be begging for a merger with the Monster Raving Lunar Party now? Yeah, that's really hilarious. Probably not. Lee Mead, thank you, mate.
People. I think Paul's going to end.
That
That's
comment
like, oh,
actually proves how right I am, because even with reforms, massive army of people behind them, even with reforms, as I said earlier, even with reforms advantages that they have, they still came second. There we go. Shouting house, says the man living it up in Spain. Mate, I'm living it up on your views. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You obviously missed my comments about people that go on about me living in Spain earlier, mate. You've just embarrassed yourself. But thanks for bumping me video.
Yeah, that's it.
You've done the right thing, Paul. Step down, Restore is coming through. I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Something's got to happen. Action, though. Words, nothing. Words, whatever. We talk all day long.
I hope you're right. What are your thoughts on Tommy endorsing Rupert? Well, Tommy's endorsed Rupert and Ben, hasn't he? Look, I will personally endorse and support anyone that's on the right side of politics. I've got friends in Reform who I know are on the right side, and I'll support them. I think Tommy's entitled to support whoever he wants to support. Describing Lowe as the saviour and the Messiah doesn't help. Well, you better have a word with his people that surround him. Not me. Those words, I mean, it was Connor that used the word Caesar.
Yep. Not a good analogy, is it? Caesar.
Yes, anyone that is in this today, please watch my video from earlier. That really says it all. I wanted to do this live so that people could come on, give them a chance to vent their anger. It's good because if you're venting your anger on me, at least you're not venting your anger on someone else. Alicia, are you stepping down, Paul? I tell you what, Alicia, please watch the video I made this morning, hun, if you could do that for me. And you'll be informed. Jeanette, Andrew Bridgen has joined Rupert. Rupert did say he will be recruiting from ordinary people, from military, etc., not all ex-cons. Yep, I saw that. You look worried because you've been caught out. Caught out what, mate? Dave, you're not making a lot of sense today, mate. You're going to have to try a lot harder. Caught out what, Dave? What have you caught me out? Did you catch me picking my nose?
What are these
Sandman,
people on?
you are calling for unity in the way that suits you. Sandman, I tell you what, let's call in for unity in the way that suits you. What does your unity look like, mate? Tell me in the comments before I go. Let me know, Sandman. I will definitely try and find your comments. So I want you to tell me, please, politely, please tell me your idea of unity.
Arse biscuits.
Tell me exactly what you mean. Guys, I've got 1,650 people watching, 785 upvotes. Can you get me up to 1,000? That would be appreciated. You
and then
can
come
also
over
hit
here.
The downvote. That counts just as well, if you don't like me.
Yep. I get a few of them on videos. I'm just like, what? I'll give my opinion. Nope, don't like it, mate.
You said people around Rupert are racist. What do you mean? I said, okay, you're kind of putting words in my mouth again. But what I did say is that some of the people around Rupert are saying things that are unelectable. Go and watch the videos for yourself. Don't keep asking me.
I swear Paul was saying he's going to wrap up. I was like, all right, might as well just watch the last couple of minutes.
You
then.
need to watch some of the videos that some of his supporters have put out. Jane, watch the earlier Unite video, which is why I'm here. Only a united right will get our country back. This infighting is what they want. Of course it is.
Yep. Needs to stop. Has to stop. But, you know,
Can anyone just tell me the time in the chat, please?
3, so 4 o'clock in this time, innit? It's Paul an hour ahead.
Thank you so much for the support as well. There's lots of support for what I've said in the chat, and I really appreciate that.
Say it the way it is, isn't it? Can't go wrong.
No reply that I can see so far from that gentleman. Let's have a look. I don't want to say that, and he did, and I missed it.
I'm still laughing at arse biscuits. I left it on the screen because it's just funny. How random, Phil. Appreciate the help for the channel. Arse biscuits.
I can't see it, at least.
Most randomest one of the day. Nice.
$14.57, so that's 4 o'clock here, isn't it? Nearly, yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for that. I've got the time.
Is he
Thank
done?
you, Graham from Glasgow. Yeah, I was just trying to see if that gentleman replied to that question that he asked me, and I asked him one in return. You know, there's going to be a change. There's going to be a change of attitude on this channel, right? Because I've spent 2 years trying to be nice to everyone, appease everyone, not get involved. And I'm going to continue in that way. But I'm also now going to rise to challenges. And I'm not going to shy away from these people. There's an old boy right now. I'm not going to do him a disservice. The gentleman is a former veteran. and I thank him sincerely for his service, and I mean that from my heart. But he's made half a dozen videos about me, calling me all the names under the sun, telling lies about me, this, that, and the other. And then when I made an offer to go on his channel, he's gone missing. No answer. Yeah, that's him, Paul Morris, bloody nutter. So I've made an offer to go on Paul's channel and debate with him and his little band of haters in his audience. I shy away from no one. Paul, will you debate Steve Laws? If there was something worth debating,
That's funny as. It's gone quiet. Oh, muted. He's seen it. He's seen it. His phone. No. His phone's. I'm nodding like he can see me. Oh dear. He had that earlier, didn't he? His phone was getting cooked. So, yeah, we'll go through them green. Well,
right, is the sound back?
Oh, there we go. We'll go through them. There's just a few you need to know to make you know, like drugs.
No, hold on.
Yes. It's back.
Is that better? There you go. Sorry about that. I had my alarm set for 4 o'clock and it went off.
But
yeah, I'm going to use
alarm
the
bells.
example that I used on Lubna's channel last night. Steve Laws wants to deport lads that are in the parachute regiment, in the Royal Marines, in the SAS, black lads that have got Union Jack tattoos. I've got a mate, Craig, who looks after me at the United Kingdom events. Big lad, big black lad. He's got England tattoos, wears England t-shirts. There's nothing to debate, is there? Speak to Graham Moore, English Constitution Pie. Look, I've got to be honest with you. I don't know Graham. I think he's a really decent guy from what I have seen of him. But what's the point? We've got a general election to win. We've got a general election to win, and we need to win it. And the only way we're going to win it is by uniting around one political party that will do the goddamn job.
Yeah.
What do I think about Dino Bain? I've been through this. I mean, Dino, I've been watching Dino up until recently, and then he's gone a bit wobbly. Well, it might just come to that. Green Street player, a call for unity, vote reform so we can all go home. Well, it might just end up coming to that, mightn't it? Because there'll have been so much division that we've got no one else to vote for. Right, lads, boys and girls, I am going to skip.
There we go. Paul Thorpe has spoken. A bit longer than I thought it was going to be, to be fair. But,
some people are saying the sound's gone again. I don't know. But I'm going to draw it to an end now anyway. So let's get up to 1,000 upvotes. We're on 924. Please get up to 1,000. Would really appreciate that. And don't forget, I'll be back this evening when all of you haters can come on and give me as much grief as you like. You can call me whatever you like, as long as it's not dirty personal, right? If you want to call me names, I don't mind. If you want to come on and tell me I'm a complete pillock, I don't mind. But what I really want is I want you to come on and tell me how division is going to win the next general election. That's the challenge tonight. The challenge this evening on tonight's live is going to be, how do we win a general election when we're not united? Right, guys, love to you all. Have a great weekend. See you soon.
Well, there you go. He has spoken. And that's the end of that. He got loads of super chats. I bet living the dream, mate. Oh, look, doggy. Dog in the house. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. With CL, you're saying the Green Party situation is basically they want to legalise heroin and crack. They're going to let all legal immigrants in. It doesn't matter if your asylum fails. You'll get a house. You'll get money. Open borders, basically. And they want to teach primary teachers, kids, how to take drugs safely, not how not to take drugs or stay the bloody hell away. They want to teach them how to take them safely. That's crazy. And my team, Tottenham, are playing Fulham this weekend. I bet Tottenham, they'll probably lose. But yeah, what can I say? But
yes.
But you're right, mate.
All right, yeah, you.
Living the dream. That went on a lot longer than I thought. I thought you were going to do it for half hour.
Yes. I thought I was going to be up after 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll post it and let you do whatever. But yeah,
I was listening from backstage. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing the direct camera view, by the way. This time I'm using the direct camera microphone rather than going through. Rather than having to, because I don't know why, but OBS seems to keep forgetting what the camera is, and then I have to reset it all up again. All of it. I mean, I have to reset it all up. But only this particular camera, just got a bit weird. Probably needs an update. I don't know. So I thought I'll just go raw camera'd.
Yeah, it's cringe, Michelangelo. Yeah. Yes, that's funny, that arse biscuits. That just made me laugh. But I was going to say, gong wong boo. Yeah, arse biscuit, dingleberries. Yeah, that's what I remember, dingleberries. But that's all cool. Is there anything you want to say, Lecture Doc? Because enough time for me to leg it to the toilet and back.
Go to the toilet to keep my eye on chat if you want.
All right, geez. Cool. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Run there, gallop back, miss you already. So you got to ask me? Anything? Nothing? Seen Beats and Tapes, I haven't seen him for a while. All right, Beats? It was if most of the people in Paul's stream wasn't even listening. They're still after sewing division and stuff. We don't need that. That now says Electro 1968 Gonk Womble. Kind of like, me labeling myself as a Gonk Womble. I don't care. Entertainers Electro Doc. Jump monkey jump. Dance for the super chat, do they? Yeah. You ready? That's it. Sing us a song. It's only words, and words are all I have to take your heart away. I used to do karaoke. Sounds better with an echo. I'll take my camera up into my bathroom and sing in there. How's that? On Nick Buckley, how do you feel? How do you feel about the Nick Buckley loss? Well, Nick Buckley didn't really have that much support, did he? I mean, Restore Britain could have given him a bit of a shove because they weren't even they didn't even place a candidate, did they? So this is another thing. Why didn't he do that? Why didn't he, endorse Nick Buckley? after all, Tommy Robinson has endorsed Restore Britain. Makes you think, you know, what's going on? Just what is it? A one-way valve? You know, don't know. Just refilm their e-cig thing, vapification. I saw on my local news that it supposedly wants the people, shows the people want an even more progressive government. Yeah, are you from Wales, Mark? Olio, yeah. Oh no, sorry, you're replying to somebody else because it weren't making any sense to me that. But yeah, I wondered which Richard you meant. But if that's a conversation you guys are having, you have that conversation in there. I think Wiz just did, didn't he? He started to, and then needed a wee. Yeah, I'll wait till Wiz gets back. I've got ideas about, you know, that the Advance UK. I don't think that many people, including Restore members, understand how diplomatic the college and Advance UK actually is. I think we still need to keep fighting as long as the college still stands. But obviously, it's same as Wiz iterated on. Same as Wiz iterated on earlier. You know, we'll keep doing it for Advance, then keep an eye on the polls, and then if worse comes to worse, we're going to have to grin and bear it, and then just vote Restore, and then trust Rupert.
Did you go through the chat? You kept up with the chat, or
ish?
Oh, Michael's in the chat. Peace, power.
Did you have your headphones on?
Yep.
Could you hear me when I was talking about? Got an idea about keeping this going as long as the college is still standing, so people still have that outlet. Yeah, so people still have the outlet whereby they can, you know, find out what the college is about and stuff, and contact any members of the college that we have live on stream. Yeah, because I think people need to educate themselves on what the college is and just how diplomatic it is, and its structure being bottom up based rather than top down based, as it's always been. But yeah, it's talking about it's talking about whereabouts is my 6'6" woman that I supposedly posted him from Spain as a present. Wants to know how I managed to fit it in suitcase. I just said, well, I simply unplugged the deflation valve.
What you do? It's
yeah.
Yep, they are. They want to legalise it, and GHB drug, like a date grape drug, isn't it?
I'm not sure that just the council can do that though. I think it's got to be, you know.
No, I think they got to be the main party, blah blah, vote through and all that. So yeah.
So what we need to do is to knock that stuff down by 2029. Make sure we're in for a really good win in 2029. I don't mean Matt Goodwin. I mean an actual good win.
A good win.
Win, yes. Don't want him. Well, if he defects to bloody Restore. That'd be interesting to see whether or not he allows him in. You know what I mean? Or any other leavers from Reform. They go over to Restore. What do you think that might mean for, you know, Advance UK?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
I do not need to stop vaping. I've stopped smoking. 30 grams of tobacco every 2 days. That was a bill of £25 every 2 days. My sister had to come around here and help me out of the mess I'd made. my windows, you just put this foam stuff on it and it just come down yellow, absolute yellow from tar. I no longer get that anymore. So, you know, if I'm somehow passively smoking through my camera into your living room, then fine, I'll stop vaping. But no, it's not horrible. I'm an ex-smoker and I can't stand it when people say that I have to go and stand outside of a pub and sit in the middle of a smoking garden because it stinks. I'm an ex-smoker. I now vape. I've got no problems whatsoever. No lung problems, no breathing problems, other than get out of breath easy, but that's because I'm old.
Just watch out for popcorn lung. There is loads of trolls on Paul's stream. So
excuse me,
this channel's that big.
Popcorn lung came about because China was adding a certain vitamin into the vape oils. That's been taken out.
Yeah,
There's now no longer been any problems
as well.
In the last four years. Mine are perfectly legal. They're all classified and all the
back street market, eBay. You've got to be careful what you're buying.
Yes,
yes, crap.
Yes, there you go. Yes, no, this is just basically food flavoring.
Regards Jeff Taylor, Carol, crazy. Advanced UK support is not what you think.
What are you on about?
Well, yeah, it is. It is. It's just people who are on the right, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, you think they should get rid of all of that as well? Yeah, you think it would just be illegal out of like just common sense, isn't it? Drugs, prostitution. Tottenham get bad over where they go. Oh yeah, they're rubbish, but they're doing really well in the Champions League, qualified and all that. But crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I don't get what's going on with Tottenham at the moment. They're doing my head in. I'm keeping my tattooed cupboard. Yeah, you peed up a lot of people. He sounded like Alex on Talk TV. Why would he do that? Entertain us. Entertain us. How about you dance for super chats while we wait, Electrodoc? The Buckley loss is an embarrassment. It's a humiliation of Advanced UK, that is, and it proves that they got literally no social media presence. There's obviously no mainstream media presence, and to get beaten by the monster loony party is just humiliating. Hence, I've got a video up says Advanced humiliated. There's no point. You can't gloss over it.
I did actually mention on that one, you know, why didn't Rupert Lowe endorse Nick Buckley?
Yeah, he could have done, couldn't he? Because like, everything that's been said and done, because they're not registered parties, so they can't have a candidate. So he could have said, like, due to the fact that it's new enough on the lines with us because we're copying all Advance's stuff. What, like, say, you know, Rupert Lowe should have come out and said, what you want to do in Gorton and Denton is vote for Nick Buckley.
Yeah, there you go.
A vote for Nick Buckley is similar to voting for Restore Britain. So go support the bloke. And he's a good bloke as well, genuinely. So
nothing. Tumbleweeds, nothing.
That's the problem. Blessed down below, mate. Who are Advanced? People haven't heard of it. They're like, I mean, you can't go anywhere without hearing about blooming Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain. It's everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Whoever does the marketing's smashed it. But Advance, you literally got to go looking for that stuff. So if you don't even know about Advance, you can't look up for any more news. So it's just really strange.
Advance UK are against the establishment, therefore we get no mainstream media presence or anything like that. However, if you were looking, then you would find Advance UK, and you would find that Advance UK is very diplomatic. It is the people bottom-up structure rather than a top-down structure. So it's a party for the people, by the people, etc.
Brian, they haven't really got one, mate. They're just like, you know, if you come in, you're illegal, doesn't matter. They're saying they give like men places in HMOs, houses of multiple occupants, occupancy. I can't even talk. But also others will get flats, houses. They'll be given money as if it's a wage, so they don't have to work, and they'll be given access to NHS and all like that. And if their asylum claims fail, it doesn't matter. They won't get deported. So I don't know what the point of applying for asylum is, but they basically want open borders, literally open borders. So, I mean, well, it's true. I think they've lost a lot of support. I finished with them. An hour away from Birmingham. I don't think it would have made much difference. Not enough people have heard of Advance or Nick Buckley. Because the only time I was keeping up with Advance and Nick Buckley on X is when I look for it, or I'm actually looking on the appropriate page for the people I'm following and they posted stuff up. Other than that, you don't get anything. But Restore's blooming everywhere. Anyway, forward now is Restore with a hard approach. This green win is a start warning to us all. It's definitely a warning, mate, especially when they win by 4,000 votes. And you know, it's like a Muslim vote.
I've just noticed Ollie, he or she, they, them, I don't know, had said that Nick worked with Hope Not 8, which he didn't. I was going to mention that, and then they said, sorry, I meant Matt Goodwin used to work for Hope Not 8. Yes, that's true. He did. Yeah, and actually, Matt Goodwin is actually far left, but somehow has managed to change to being Reform, but then again, Reform are further left than centre.
He's not so much turned his back on it. He stepped down from the college.
Yeah. Hopefully unite the right, because the right is just going weird.
Yeah, it's nuts. I don't understand what planet they're coming from. It really makes no sense to me whatsoever. So yeah, I was subscribed to him.
It shows got a manipulated state that can manipulate my mouth into the right shapes to make the correct word. Manipulate. I haven't got a problem with it now, but now I've forgotten what my original thing was. What I was going to say. It shows they can manipulate their people by giving them drugs, similar to what who were it was or America did to China back in day when they were all wandering around off the head on chuffing heroin or whatever. This is also why why we're having a load of Chinese fentanyl being pumped into the West. It's like payback. Folks need to forget and just move forward.
Just flying through, ignoring some chats to. That's funny. No drugs, no bros, no porn. What's a girl to do on a Sunday? Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
The support for Restore is huge and will only increase after the result. People are sick and it will end up on the streets. Something's going to give. I'm just scrolling through, so. But basically, yeah, like Paul's message and my video actually I posted earlier is the same. It's about all of us all sort of coming together and uniting. But yes, he did.
Yeah. Unlike Matt Goodwin in the first when he couldn't get that green room. I don't know exactly what that was, but that was some important meeting about the councillors and stuff like that, from what I gather. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We just had a question about Tommy Robinson. Tommy is actually supporting anyone who supports a better United Kingdom. I think Paul's mentioned that as well.
Yep.
is on Ben and Rupert's. Anyone better for the United Kingdom for a better, you know.
Yeah, attacked with a pickaxe, and then he was photographed with some big time dealers, drug dealers. He's been suspended, but apparently Shahid Butt, you know, as a convicted terrorist, can still stand in Birmingham. So work that out.
Yeah. Yes, Brian Jones, correct. He did. We don't know exactly who called them as yet, but it was, you know, it's been rumoured that it could have been Reform because they were asking Richard Tice some rather awkward questions. So, you know, and we know our Reform are. We're wanting to call the police on people. They did exactly the same with Rupert Lowe.
Yeah.
Bunch of grasses.
But yeah. YouTube playing silly games. See, we discussed that at the beginning, like with messages and that. They're a pain. Like trying to notify people, you're like, nope.
Well, Monday to Friday from 1 p.m. So if you do, you know, a search and then see what's live at that particular moment, you shouldn't miss out. Yeah, unfortunately, the algorithm's weird.
I was going to ask you guys if know any more about that, because I got wind of it yesterday or so, or maybe the day before, wasn't it? But yeah, about young Bob and Reform calling the police on him. I was like, you what? Whatever next. So you have to let me know why. I haven't looked into it. I haven't seen any videos yet. I've been so busy doing this, that, and everything else. So it'd be interesting to know why that is. Like I say, asking questions. Tommy's already said he supports Ben and Rupert. Build a better Britain. Where did I hear that before? It never happened. Yeah. So
yeah.
Reform get the police down, but yeah.
Tommy's supporting Ben and Rupert. Yeah, there's nothing reciprocal coming back from Rupert. This just, you know, makes you think.
Yeah, but one-way street, isn't it?
Yeah, one-way valve. Yeah. You know,
Farage is like Zelensky trying to jail his opponents. Yeah. Yeah, imagine that, Nelly. I don't think you find honest people, politicians. You find decent, patriotic people, but honest people in Parliament seems, you know, I don't think that's ever happened yet. So yeah, it's definitely time. So
look at Ben. As soon as Rupert launched Restore Britain, then Ben could have just said, right, okay, then college, you started this, so I'm going to go over there. See ya, bye. But he didn't do that, did he? So honest politicians are a very, very rare breed, and when people see them, all they want to do is just slate them.
Yeah. I think they got 4 now. 4 MPs green, I believe. I need a break, so I went and watched AY at Ramsgate again, showing him to my pal interacting with police and Iron Line border force. Absolutely hilarious and eye-opening. Yeah, it's good what he does. It gets out and about as well. Vote for us, gets here. Yeah. Oh, isn't that a form of fascism, trying to silence and imprison your political opponents? Yeah, basically. Farage usually uses smear tactics and lawfare against anyone he deems to be a threat. Take a look at his political history and it pops up a lot. Yeah, that might be his MO.
Yeah, but it makes you wonder as well. You know, with the Greens now, they've got some kind of council seat. Who else is going to join them? Who else is going to collaborate with them? You know, then you're looking at your party. They'll probably collaborate with them because most of them are, you know, block voters, if you like, and then that other guy, that bloke who tried to bomb a place, what's his name? Shitsab Sabir or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So, how good do you know your neighbours? Have you known the people on your block? Do you have petitions or to make change? No, don't know we know of the neighbours and we say hi and we walk in, but we don't really know them. Sign of the times. Paul Morris, ex-BNP, who would have died for Nick Griffin. Even Thorpe mentioned
did.
Paul Morris. I was like, I put in the chat. I went, yeah, he's done me and all, hasn't he? Like, oh, he don't look like a Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a weird one. That blonde woman will only be a puppet for the Islamists, in my opinion. You're right, Nelly. I said that. I think yesterday I said, and this morning actually, that then the Muslim men will be saying, right, do this, do that, and they'll be telling her, yeah, because they'll have no respect for her.
Yeah.
Like, you're in because we got in, so you've got to do this, you've got to do that. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good ride for her at all. Restore's got a young British crew already with the likes of Charlie Downs, etc. This is what we need, untainted by the system. Reform are full of the people who got us here.
Yeah, and how much experience of life have they had? The college has had experience of life. The people, the members within it have got experience of life. I mean, look how old us two are.
Yeah.
Look how old Paul Thorpe is. Look how old most of the Advanced UK members are because of that life experience. Whereas these young ones are coming out and the only life experience they know of is like school basically.
Sitting on an iPad.
Yeah. And yeah.
You probably talk about it, but I was upset to hear about Paul's resignation. But after thought, maybe it's a good idea for him to be unbiased. It may reduce the haters. Possibly, but he got loads of hate in the chat. They were all there, all the trolls, giving it this, that, and everything else. I mean, with a channel his size, it's going to happen. I'm sure he knows that, and he's just like, water off a duck's back. He's got through it all and calls them out now. So fair play to him. But yeah, being like unbiased, yeah. I mean, I'm moving more like it was weird because I've done a video. I didn't upload it. I was doing an hour in. Paul messaged me and said, oh, I've got a video, you need to watch it. I was like, oh, okay then. I watched it and I was like, how weird. So I replied to him. He said, that's actually similar to the video I've already recorded. Yeah. That's me saying, like, with advance, but in the name of unity of this country, we maybe need to look at Restore. So I'm going to be a bit more, keep my mouth shut about what I say about Rupert Lowe and Restore because, they could well be the future. Yeah. So,
folk in chat, they're saying, get younger kids into Parliament. But then if anything happens to Rupert Lowe, then who then manages the party? Who then becomes, the leader of the party? A school kid?
Me.
A school kid? I mean, yeah, it's early days at the moment, but yeah.
It needs to be set up properly. You can't just have all young whippersnappers. You can have some, but where's the experience?
And this were Benhabib's main point, on that video that everybody slated him about. It's saying, come on, Rupert, what are you doing? What's your party structure and all this? He needed to know all that, obviously. Then again, Ben should have found out before, because that made him look a little bit foolish, I suppose, because he didn't find out the reform structure beforehand. I think Ben was thinking that, he'd step in and then he's got a ready-made party there, already structured and set up and ready to go. But he didn't, did he? Rupert didn't. So, who's whispering in his ears? Or if anyone. Anyway.
Mark, you're probably right. There probably was a fair few immigrants that voted for the Green Party. I mean, that Urdu Bloomin' advert obviously probably sold it in a huge side of it, but I mean, that's the population there and they've gone straight at it. So maybe that's where Reform screwed up. They should have been a bit more, but then do that, the people like us will be like, well, it's not our party then. Do you know what I mean?
History repeating itself in Gorton and Denton. History repeated it, it's repeating what happened in Iran in 1979, and it ain't going to go well. In the end, if we don't start uniting and people stop bickering. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, Paul did get a lot. It's a sign of the times, I think.
That's right, Ollie. Oh, yeah.
Reform All Music College only got 28% with Labour at 23%, so it was much different to what I expected. Yeah, those were a bit strange, but I just had a feeling it was going to be Green. As soon as I saw that Urdu blooming advert and the thing they'd done, and she's dancing and all that, I was like, I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
Probably the last dance she'll ever be allowed to do. Because they don't let that. That's haram, isn't it? Dancing, music. Oh no, not music, but dancing. Except when they've killed a load of folk, then they're allowed to dance.
Hey there, Pouncy. Pouncy's in the house. The Muslim extremists take advantage of the cruel Green Party.
Yeah.
What's selling dodgy watches and diamonds? Hey, Pouncy. Due to true cars not to come to show, many are turning racist, I fear. That's why you've got to be careful. I don't get why people would bother even being racist. What's the point of that?
Well, you know, it's
like to burst until the desperate housewives and couldn't get a word in.
Case in point, I mean, look what they're doing with Asian Bougie and Baraka now. You know, even Paul, I think it was Paul earlier mentioned it. You know what they're doing. You know, it's going properly far right now because I think Restore have probably been infiltrated. Same as I say, same as Tommy Robinson did in the EDL when he ended up with a load of proper far right folks in there. They'll latch on anyone going into power, and if they're right leaning, then they'll latch on, grab, and then it could destroy Rupert Lowe's party. Which is why we need to be here, still promoting Advance UK, because it could all just turn around within a week. You know what I mean?
Politics, anything can happen, mate. Literally.
Yeah.
So, hallelujah, Weez. I say, hello, fellow kids. That sounds a bit random. Punchy, me too. I like the way you make me, darling lady. Oh, I was going to feel. Labour will just send all the boat rats to Gorton and Denton now. It will take them removing our dogs before people rise up. Yeah, good luck with that, taking away people's dogs. All Muslims want is to get their feet under anybody's mat who will let them. They don't care about green policies. They just want visibility. The Greens give it to them. Yeah, but they find that they can manipulate certain people easier than other people. So do what they do and get where they want to get. They know exactly what they're doing. House divided can't stand. That's very true. Whereas I was more surprised I voted for the Green Party instead of your party than I expected to be. Yeah, or Jeremy Corbyn, that would have been even worse. But Green Party's bad enough, really is. I think Ben felt pressured to do his rant. It was a shock when Rupert turned his movement into a party only 1 week after the conference. Yeah, in theory, but it's still a movement. It's not a party, but it's still. Yeah, but I know what you mean. But I think Rupert likes to take his time, and I have hope. That's it. Hope is a very strong emotion. Hope. So yeah, I mean, if it's possible. Like I said in my video, though, I'm going to stay on the fence. I'm going to wait and see if and when Restore becomes an actual political party, and see what's going on. See the political landscape at the time, and see what's going on. But I may well just step back and not actually join a political party. So I'm just
don't join maybe. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll continue with my Advance UK membership. I can't see what's wrong with supporting Advance UK.
No, nothing's wrong.
Nothing to stop you from voting for any party, even if you're an Advance UK member. Yeah, but it's £20 a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It allows us a more easier communication route, doesn't it? If you've got the channel, and we're promoting Advance UK, I think having a member it might be more. It's always best to if you finish off your invitation email or something with your membership number, and you keep that up to date. I think it seems more professional, if you like, to do that. So you just say, cheers, Richard. I
might end up like Ben Habib and have a membership for Advance and Restore, but time will tell. But I'll see. I'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
New update on the mobility scheme today. Got a live website with information on it now. Now I have to pay the roads tax, which has always been exempt. The tax on the advance payment, but take it as a car, but have to pay the tax on insurance. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, all they want to do is take. They give you money, but they take it straight back with the other end. I bet the gang groups that silly whatever to I'll still in shock over his advance events. It's only people not voting that makes me wonder if there's intimidation tactics in play from the flip-flop wearing lot. Wouldn't surprise me. It's crazy, the turnout. 52 people not being bothered, though. There you go. That would have made a difference. I will stay with Advance UK until we have an election and then vote in the best interests of the country. I love Ben. Yeah,
Wise
exactly.
lady.
Exactly.
Wise lady, Juliet. Yes. Wise lady.
I mean, I'm not going to end my membership or whatever. I've paid up for the year. So, you know, I'm having my year. Thank you very much. So, but I do reckon that there's sort of what's going to hold Advance back is one, they got no social media presence or any type of presence. And two, Ben Habib, I think he'll have to step down and appoint a different leader because they're saying, oh, we say a name like Habib and you're half Pakistani. People are sort of like reacting to that, and it's supposed to be all about, you know, having a British party or whatever. So I've got a feeling if he stepped down to be co-leader and they appointed someone else as leader, that might do him some good.
It's already said they're in step down to the college anyway, and then, you know, the college is able to, because it's a college, obviously, it's not down to Ben, it's the college who'll vote in a new leader if, you know, if that comes to that.
I think it's going to be a British leader. British party, British leader, and he's co-leader.
We were hoping it was going to be Rupert Lowe, but no. Yeah. We were hoping it was going to be him, but he's decided to take what looks like he's decided to take this right leading route, and same as I think it was business. I can't remember, or Brian Jones who mentioned earlier. He said, what did he say? I've forgotten. It's gone off screen now. But you'll get to it in a bit, and then I'll say that one, and you'll understand which one I mean.
That's it. People just sit back and complain, but don't vote. What the heck do they expect? Literally that. The Greens message is anything but positive. If you want your kids to be taught how to take drugs and you want legalized drugs and you want open borders, you're a nutter.
Yeah.
The far right always The far right always infiltrates any right-leaning party and end up making it look bad. And if they aren't somebody from the left, will make it look like they are.
Yeah. This is why I think we need to still support the Advanced UK College, support this line of communication, you know, because it could all turn around within a week. You know, when people start waking up and saying, "Wait a minute, but I don't want Beish and Bougie to be deported." And which they will do because, you know, they're perfectly integrated.
Just seeing a black burst on the crop voting, men telling women who to vote for. Yep, that's what they do. That's the ideology, like, because women can't think for themselves in Islam. It's like, do you know what I mean? Not even allowed to go out without the man's permission, or they have to be with him. I'm going to remain as an advanced member and vote with whichever party is best for me when the time comes. Nelly. Exactly. Me too. That's exactly what, who said that? Juliet. Juliet. Yeah. Juliet said that. Yeah. So, yeah. And Drew agrees. Advance UK was good when I met them. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're not good. It's just their presence. And I think because of a surname like Habib, that puts people off. And I've seen comments that said that in other live streams and in comment posts or whatever. So, you know, it makes you think that maybe if they could do a few little tweaks and that and actually get social media presence. I mean, blimey, everywhere you go, it's Restore Britain and Rupert Lowe.
Yeah, but that's again could very well be the infiltration of the far right who were saying that, you know, Ben Habib, you know what I mean? We aren't taking into consideration Ben's a Christian, probably eats a sausage roll every now and again, you know, because he's Pakistani or something. Whereas his grandfather fought again alongside the English in the World War I and II, I think. And then he was, and then he married a Christian woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose dad, and her dad was or is a vicar or a reverend, you know. That's who baptized.
That's basically what you're saying there, Brian. It's called family voting. So it is legal. Back scratcher again. It is actually illegal, mate. 15 of the 22 voting places reported that. So there's something going on there. But look, the fact that the Greens won by 4,000 votes, I can't see that that would have made a difference. Just 15 people doing votes like that. It's just not. It's not enough, is it, to warrant any change in the results? So.
But scratch up.
Yep. You know what I mean? 15 people, so not a lot at all. So, right on the button there. That was cushy. I needed that. So yeah. So when you say how is that allowed, it's not. It's actually illegal. My argument is, why do we always need a dual nationality telling us what good for our country? Pakistan, India are ethnic right up to a government level and doesn't get called out. I think that's what people say about the situation. Yes, I think it's about time to have some kind of requirements to stay now for those wearing the desert wellies, so they can't claim benefits and free housing indefinitely. Yeah, we won't get that with Greens. So if Ben goes, advance is over. No, it's not. No, not at all. Ben is not the party. The colleges.
No.
I want the British party for the British people, 100%. That's what people are saying, and that's why I'm saying maybe Ben needs to step down and appoint someone, and it'd be a deputy leader or something. I don't know. It isn't allowed. It's illegal, but as they do that in their country, and the man makes the decisions, it's wrong. Yep. Well, let's fly through because we need to get someone near the end. What did well, I was trying to say bloody about the video and that, and I was just saying I'm using this video as evidence for my video because obviously it's here, but he wouldn't listen, just would not listen. And then someone called me a knob in the chat, and I said, Lee. And I went to say, as an ex-doorman, I'll have it all, mate. But they just don't ever say it to my face. But they say it when I'm nowhere near them. But obviously, he then go, "Oh, you're threatening me," and he booted me out, and he try and get some clicks out of it. I think.
Yeah. So I went.
He's very argumentative from the get-go.
I went back and I screen captured the conversation, which I will not show unless it comes to that. You know, if start getting smeared and stuff, then we've got the evidence in the bag.
But yeah, someone even rewinded it live and just said, "Yeah, he does." He says Lee. So I wasn't actually saying it to the main bloke, but yeah, I shouldn't have gone up there because the way he was talking and that, I was a bit apprehensive, and I thought, no, I'll still go up there because I'm just saying about my video. But yeah, he was very argumentative and sort of like a bit of an attack mindset rather than like let's just talk about it and debate about it, and kept saying the same thing. But what's your evidence? This man talking. But what's your evidence? This man is talking about his experience, what he's done. And they go, yeah, but that's his opinion. So where's your evidence? I'm using this man as evidence that he's saying this. I'm not making it up. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And he wouldn't listen to none of it. So, but that video, I removed it anyway, because obviously I've seen this, done that, and done some research. And I was like, oh, hello. So my video is actually irrelevant.
Yeah, I've seen the explanation post as well that you did in the community with. Yes, very good.
Yep.
Very
noteworthy. It's literally because apparently he was invited to a hearing, but he chose not to go. So that's a bit different from what I originally saw. I didn't look into it enough, basically. So that was my own fault. I should have done my due diligence like I normally do. But maybe I was just quick to sort of jump on it, and there you go, serves me right, come back and bit me on the arse. But
even Paul said, I'll say whatever you want with Vindicator, about him, you know what I mean, because today he's put one on I don't think I've got the tab open anymore, but it was basically just smearing all the right leaning people such as Richard and
Yeah.
Inman. You'll probably make an appearance on it. You know, it were a live stream. I watched it for about 2 seconds. I thought, oh, anyway, carry on. All of them. You know,
Yeah,
everyone.
but it's funny, they just wouldn't listen, so it wasn't even a debate. So no point in taking anything from that in a way of learning or getting any knowledge from it, because it really wasn't a debate. It was more of him just going, what's your evidence, what's your evidence, what's your evidence, what's your evidence? And that was it. And then, oh, what, you said that, oh, you're attacking me. And I was like, no, he wasn't. But it was his channel, so everyone's going to side with him. So yeah, I just left it in the end. So what can I do? But yeah, can't be asked of it. Can't be asked of it.
Banned him from channel, blocked him, and then said, "There you go. I think I won that." I think I won that debate. All right, mate. And banned him.
But yeah, wouldn't let me talk or nothing. It's like, oh, let me speak. I'm like, hang on, you just spoke. I'm trying to talk, and every time I do, he started jumping all over me, and I'm like, mate, blimey. But I think it's right to call out Rupert. That's what you do in politics. But and he's a patriot. But I wouldn't say it was cringe. It's just politics. It is what it is. But you know, a lot of people put their backs up on that. So you know, that's fair dues. That's what you think. That's what you think. But I think he was just calling Rupert out in the best way he could, because obviously Rupert would not actually correspond in any shape or form with emails, etc. So you know. Most people seem to think that a debate is a fight that can have a clear-cut winner and loser. I don't personally believe they can. No, because I mean, you're not really going to change your mind. You're there talking about your side. You know, if you're on the left, and then you're there on your side on the right. So you're not suddenly by the end of it go, right, I've changed. You're right. They're going to say, look, mine point is valid because, and they go, well, my point is valid because, and then you say, well, you said this, but it don't make sense because, and then they say the same about what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? That's how it should be, but it wasn't like that at all. So yeah, it was a crazy one. Baraka and some boogie. I just commented, I really don't understand why people are so rude to them. They aren't asking to lead the country. I know, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I watched it. The dude was very emotional, wouldn't let Wiz talk. Yeah, that's what you're saying to me about me being emotional. I was like, mate, I'm just trying to talk. Like, you keep talking over me, mate. But whatever.
Yeah, so Baraka and Bashan Bougie, I think it's all down to certain pigmentation somewhere or another. And obviously the far right, it really is literally rising. Yeah.
It's nuts.
Most
debates aren't to win over the other person. It's more about giving more information to the audience. They can have a more informed opinion after hearing from both sides. Basically, yeah, that's what I was saying, Mark. But yes, well said. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah. When you go put an end to the matter with banning you from the channel and listened to the conversation, heard what you said. Just leave it at that, please, pal. I'm not interested in anything he says or does, mate. So you know, I don't know what else I can say to that. So this is all said and done. So, but that's how, you know, if that's the way he wants to sort of leave it and just like ban someone for something they didn't do, then it's not a problem. It's fine. You know, we all got our channels. We've all got our ways of doing things. If that's the way of him having people on is to sort of like verbally attack constantly and dig like that, then fair play. That's his style. That's what he does. Kushti. But I mean, I wouldn't go back on there anyway. Not after that and the way he was talking. Like I say to you, he come across as very aggy, very attacky, and I'm like, well, it's not really my cup of tea. So, but yeah, but it was what it was. It's been there. It's done that. Got the t-shirt, and so that's it for me, really. Which, of course, more often than not, they are in an echo chamber from one side or the other. And when they ask each other for evidence or sources and those get provided, they just attack the publication. Yeah, they do it all. But that's not a good source. I get that on some of my videos. They're like, that's not a good source. It's like, right. I had one. Amnesty International I ended up using because they were saying, like, because it was on Sky News, it's BBC News, and they're not sources. I was like, how about Amnesty International then? And that was it. He shut up. They never come back there after that. And that was about Kim Jong-un. He was actually like, what do you call it? putting kids to death for watching Squid Games and stuff. And he was like, absolute rubbish, fake news. I said, it's here in Sky News. Oh, that's a crap source. But it's here as well in BBC News. Oh, that's just a load of rubbish. That's mainstream media. We all know about that. Well, Amnesty International. How about that? Hello? Hello? Where you gone? Look, Amnesty International. It did happen. You said fake news. Hello? Oh, you're not coming back now. Oh, okay.
They just disappear.
Yeah,
they
I
just
laugh.
disappear.
But in my head, I'm like, yes, shut him up. Amnesty International. We need to get behind Ant Middleton for London Mayor too. We have to vote out Sadistic Khan. Ant Middleton would probably be better job than Layla Cunningham, isn't it? Still going, I know. I don't know what's going on. Me and Electrodoc done silly o'clock yesterday. 7 hours that stream was. 7 hours. That's the longest stream.
By that statement, I should be knackered too. I'm fine. Not bad at all. I've only had one monster today.
I got to bed about 5:45, and then all of a sudden, my eyes just went ping about 9:30. I normally wake up like between 8:30, 9. And then I was just awake. That was it. I couldn't get. I was trying to roll, get back. So I couldn't. So now my eyes. I do feel tired from yesterday, but I'll probably sleep tonight when it is bed o'clock. Or I'll take my meds tonight. That'll be it. Boost done. So, but yeah, he's going to resign, or is it just chat? Oh no, I was just saying then that he could step down and put someone who's maybe more English to represent the party or something. That's just me saying it. So, and who will replace him? I have no idea. New Welsh leaders, invisible, unknown. Yes, they should have stuck with Richie and Rogue in Wales. That's probably the best move they could have done, because they seem really happy, bubbly, knowledgeable, likable people, and that's what you need in politics. And they actually come across as honest, which you don't see too often. But yeah, but I don't know who could replace Ben other than me. Do you know what I mean? Have a wizard, mate. Nah, but I don't know who could replace him, but they need someone along the lines of Rupert Lowe. And I think, obviously, if they're, 100% sort of born and bred in England, that's going to help the party. Because I've seen so many posts saying, oh, Habib, oh, with no surname like that, oh, no wonder. They're like, oh, yeah, but your dad is Pakistani and your mum's English, so you're half Pakistani. Like, oh, I do think people go down that road, but they have. So maybe that's the best thing he could do. I don't know. Let other people say what they want, then talk after us. Freedom of the missing talking. Yeah, it gets on my nerves. There are two ways to do everything, my way and the wrong way. It's just people don't seem to believe me. Yeah, sometimes I do choose the wrong way myself, mate. I'm like, oh, well, an email on the Welsh new person. Can't remember who it is at the min. Should have offered him a boxing match with. Yeah, after my heart attack, I can't do anything like that. So I even put in the chat, I said to the geezer, I said, I don't actually threaten you. And if I did, I wouldn't have been able to do shit anyway, because I'm still recovering from a heart attack. LOL. Do you know what I mean? I made a joke of it. But you see the excuse from the BBC not covering the great. Are they going to have excuses left, right, and centre? So pay per view. I'd watch it. Yeah. I think it's too late to save this once great country. Great show with Mario Bandelli. I would never say it's too late, no matter what. Do you know what I mean? It's your country. You got to fight for it. But I mean, from looking out and in, I mean, we get people from America now going, your country's rowing, mate. So, but and great show with, of course, mate, of course. Apparently, their way to the country is to have a government that want to, and I don't feel like they want to. Now, there may be a bigger agenda going on there to sort of work on people. So, Wisby, the new advanced UK leader, yeah, why not? What about Italy and France? Yeah, how do you, mate? I would offer him out. Nearly 56 now, though, and very out of shape. I did a bit of Muay Thai years back. Would love to give him a huge right elbow. Michelangelo's on it. New Welsh leader is Pete Prosser. He's known as Deacon Pete with a Bishop Day. I care about what's best for us British folk, not someone's surname. That's what I'm like, mate. I mean, I thought, anything I've seen or heard of Ben, I've liked, so I had no issue with that. But, just in time, says Slim. Just in time. I thought your name's Slim Yin. Now you're telling me your name is Justin Time. The trouble with free will and free choice is that the education level isn't there anymore. And people seem to either be getting brainwashed or just be really stupid. Yep. I personally know people who think a quarter of an hour is 25 minutes. Right. That's funny.
Yeah, that'd be working on a clock of base 10, wouldn't it? Rather than 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly it, Nikki. Unite the kingdom, whatever it takes. That's why I made my video earlier, and I was saying, like, you know, we've got to look at Restore, and I'm not going to actually be doing videos where, I was saying, oh, Rupert this, and Rupert can't run a football club. How can he run a country? All that sort of stuff. I'm just going to stop all that. That's done, dusted. I said my bit. I mean, it's out there. You can look it up and you can see it. But yeah, I mean, even me saying things like that, to a degree, it still divides, and you think, just no. So I said in my video, like, no more. So I'm just going to stick to, if I look for something, if it's about Rupert, I'm going to make sure it's something positive, and I can make a positive video about Rupert. Do you know what I mean? And same for Ben.
Yeah.
So that's the way I'm going to do it. But I mean, if anything is, say, negative or something, it might be something to do with Nigel Farage or Zahir Yusuf or Sadiq Khan. And there might be those sort of videos where I'm saying, like, actually, this ain't right. So, they'll still be there. But
yeah, and then you're gonna end up fishing out all the trolls, aren't you? Then you know what I mean. If you're not saying anything bad about Rupert Lowe, only things that are good, and then you get trolls calling you out or whatever you in chat, then you just fish them out, and you don't care, do you? You're just not going to care. Oh, fine, entitled to your opinion.
Yep, is what it is. Greek born in London. Woo! Make Guy Fawkes great again. You can't refuse, Drew. He'd be getting the horse's head in the bed, mate. That is common in America because $0.25 is 25 cents. Yeah. I made it to brown bait in Shotokan karate. Oh, that's good.
Farage's idea of becoming a farmer.
Yeah, put a hat on. That's it. Done. Jobbed.
Except reform. We're allowed to take the piss out of reform. The Greens. Just nobody who's proper right. Restore, Advance, whoever. UKIP. But not that we've ever took any kind of pee out of UKIP. They've always been fine. Yeah.
Yep, you're right, Ollie. Basically, they do work as one. You can see they do. Hence why they do whatever, and the Greens win the bloody vote. So, tax thing. Good work, Brian. Oh no, easy, Mr. Coloni. Rupert Sophia Walcott. He made a lot of money for Southampton at the time. He done great for the club. Yeah, but on the whole, he didn't. He sort of like nearly bankrupted it. Richard Inman could be a good leader for Advance UK.
It's British.
But yeah, I'm not saying anything bad about anyone. Please do not say anything more about Rupert Lowe. It is what it is. I took it when I was young and go kangaroo after I was 23, but I'm fat and lazy now. At least you're honest, mate. Mark kicks the ass. The vote was a reflection on the Muslim vote. Yeah. Drew, he could be swimming with the fishes. Great idea. With very few platforms out there are unbiased, and I believe it causes so much of this hatred. We need to learn from each other, not hate on each other. Yeah. Even in my video, I think the video I recorded, I said in it, like, whether, even if you're from Reform, wherever, Advance, Restore, if you want to come on and have a chat and do whatever, then we can do that. And then we can listen to what everyone is saying and listen to all their views. We're not suddenly going to go, okay, someone here's from Reform, we're voting Reform, are we? We can just listen.
Yeah. We had James on last night, lovely bloke. Remember James early on about 10 o'clock in the stream? We had him on. He was from Restore, and we were asking him questions about Restore, and even he said, I don't know, such as Northern Ireland and stuff. What's his policy and all that? We don't know. Well, that's kind of like what Ben and B were talking about. We don't know. And, it needs to have that in order quick.
Yep.
So he can work on other policies. And he was fully understanding of that. And he were lovely guy, weren't he? Great. In fact, I'll go on to X and explain, what the college means, and how the college is advanced kind of thing, which were lovely. Yeah. Did he get in touch
Yeah,
with you? Did he
yeah,
email?
no, I haven't got an email yet, but
Okay.
no, it's a good WeChat. So yeah, happy days. So yeah, I enjoyed it actually. Having him up, having a little WeChat, have his say. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. But yeah, right. I think it's about caught up with chat. Happy days. So that's it. Job done. 2 hours 45 minutes. Holy moly! I believed in Farage with UKIP. I'll be in Farage with Brexit. I gave him a final chance with reform at the last election. Then I woke up. What a thumbs down. At least you're honest, Nelly. I mean, that's how we sort of progress as people, and that is, you know, we do what we do. So happy days. Right. That's all the chat caught up with. We are done after nearly 3 hours. Holy moly, mate. Got myself at it there on that one. But what's today? Friday. So I'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock. What have I got 4 o'clock tomorrow? Is it the people are being paid to protest, I think.
Saturday.
I think that's the one. Let me have a quick look. I think the one where people are paid to protest in America, in Australia. No, it's not. It's tomorrow is net zero's worse at DWP. That's what I cancelled from today, so we could talk about what we just spoke about. The £9 trillion cost for net zero and the bonuses and that for DWP, which is just colossal despite benefit payments over 10 billion. And then on Sunday is the people that are actually being paid $100 an hour to protest in Australia accordingly, and apparently the UK. So
see if you can get.
That's what we've got set for the weekend.
See if you can get Paul Thorpe on for Mo's on Mondays. If Mo's going on Monday, is he?
Yes, I think he said he's got about an hour on Monday though, because he's doing something. So
is he? Yeah.
It's all good in the hood. So
I'll throw myself out as always. See ya. Thanks a lot, chat. Cheers, guys. TTFN. Bye. Cheers, Wiz. Bye.
Take it easy, mate. Take it easy. Stay safe. And what was I going to say? Yeah. So Saturday and Sunday's already up. So get your notifications on, and they both start at 4 o'clock. So it'd be great to see you on Saturday and Sunday at 4 p.m. It would be nice. So thanks to every single one of you in chat. I appreciate you all being there. Carol, Slim, Ollie, Brian, Blessed, Nikki, Slim again, Brian again, Carol again, Drew. I'm just reading the names. I already read them. Michelangelo, Nikki, Nelly, and Juliet. Thank you all very much for being in the chat. I appreciate it. Happy days. But you know what I'm going to say now, don't you? Because it's the end of the video. So yeah, like I say, at the end of every single video ever, that is the wizard's words.